Funny cars, funny cars, funny cars. It's the 60th annual Ozark Crane Labor Day Weekend Classic featuring Funny Car Chaos, presented by Fleet Fuels. Friday night and Saturday, August 29th and 30th. See dozens of ground-pounding flip-top floppers from across the country, plus those gear-slamming Dirty South gassers and more. Every ticket is a bit pass, and kids 12 and under get in free. Visit MocanDragway.com for more information. 2 days of high-octane family fun at Smokin' Mocan. We'll see you at the drags.
Michael Neal in that 1970 model Chevy Nova. It's got big block Chevy power. They're excited this weekend as they have been able to acquire a data recording system. All kinds of cool features on this machine, including the working backup lights, the working tail lights. And you can see Michael Neal, they call him Toad, as he is going to be, looks like he's going to be making a single run to start things off. So he will start the night number one in qualifying. Backup girl Amy Smith, the Queen of Diamonds, doing a lot of work this weekend, as you're going to get a chance to experience the magic of backup girls. I've already seen the Bedrock Bruiser group. I see Mad Maxine out there, and you're going to get a chance to enjoy the show that is Funny Car Chaos. As Summer Thunder comes your way, the first funny car set to go down the racetrack is Michael Neal in the Autoland lane. He's going to bring that car up. He's into the pre-stage. Now stage, flash of amber, here he goes. Michael Neal going to like this one. 463, 149.78 miles an hour. I think Ricky Neal might be doing a little dancing out there, as that is the first one down the racetrack, and Michael Neal scores a 463. That is amongst the quickest runs that they have ever made. It may not be their quickest, but it's close. And so they will be feeling good about their chances going into the second round of qualifying. The way the format works in Funny Car Chaos, race fans, if you've not ever been to it or if you've not ever heard of it, we run everybody in qualifying. We take the quick 8, and that makes our Road Custom Coffee A feed. We run that on a sportsman ladder, so that's 3 rounds of eliminations. Qualifiers 9 through 16, that makes your Alky Digger B field. And we will run them on a sportsman ladder. And qualifiers 17 through 24, those racers will comprise the Wulff Pump C field. So that's what's going to happen this weekend, as we have got more funny cars. They are all the way out the back of the staging lanes here at Byron Dragway, and we are ready for some more funny cars. Here they come. Over on the spectator side of the racetrack, in the Autoland lane, that is number 4 in the world in 2024 Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour Racing. That is Wayne Hoffman. He's all the way from New Preston, Connecticut. I told you they came from all across the nation. And this one is from New Preston, Connecticut. Wayne Hoffman has a masonry business. He's helped to be here by Spell Paving Service, Evergreen Lawn, BDS Banners. On the tower side of the racetrack, Jamison Griffin from Owasso, Michigan. The Bedrock Bruiser, you see all that Fred Flintstone apparel out there, as they are styling and profiling in prehistoric fashion in that 1967 Chevy Camaro bodied with funny car. On the way down the racetrack, racetrack. Wayne Hoffman stopping the clocks with a 486 at 137 miles an hour. He will go to number 2 on the qualifying list in that Dodge Daytona body machine. And the Bedrock Bruiser stopping the clocks with a 519, 131.7 miles an hour in the Don's Auto Parts lane. Again, if you want these cards to put them in, I don't have to keep these, but I just want to because I'm not trying to like the cards. We'll make sure because like all these guys, I know these. 3 cars down the racetrack so far, 463, 486, and 519 the elapsed times. And Michael Neal sitting on top of the qualifying list with that good-looking 463 in the Burden Love Nova. Wayne Hoffman second. Jamison Griffin, number 3. So the race crew checking out the starting line, making sure we're clean, safe, dry, debris-free, and 100% good to go as we have got Dana Kleinhofer and Neil Giroux ready to take the racetrack. Race fan's going to bring you a smoke show in more ways than one. The Twist and Shout Beretta's ready to go on the tower side. Dana Kleinhofer in that second generation Pontiac Firebird ready to go down the spectators. Neil Giroux comes to us from Elizabeth, Illinois. 1990 model Chevrolet Beretta. Got a Brad Anderson Hemi underneath that Beretta body. Dana Kleinhofer's trimmer. 78 Pontiac Firebird, a good-looking machine. A little trivia for you. The 200th racer in the history of Funny Car Chaos. A new number 1 and a new number 2, 434. Dana Kleinhofer, 165.3 miles an hour, a 449 down the tower side. Neil Giroux goes to number 2, 449, 148.6. That's kind of what you came for, some of those quick, fast runs. And we've got a new number 1. You're going to hear me say that a lot in both rounds of qualifying tonight. Some of these cars have got a combination that is going to agree with the racetrack, and some might not, but you're already seeing the low to mid 4-second runs coming up more frequently. And Dana Kleinhofer goes to number 1. Neil Giroux goes to number 2. This is part of the second half of our Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour in 2025. This last three races is going to be Byron, followed by Mocan, followed by Great Lakes Dragway. And anything can happen. We've got 8 cars very close in points. And so making our way to the championship finals at Great Lakes Dragway. Oh yeah, go ahead and show out Jim Chase, the wicked quick 1957 Chevy on the tower side of the racetrack in the Don's Auto Parts lane. One of those guys that has raced in Funny Car Chaos. He was on the schedule to be at the very first one back in 2017, but it had to cancel his appearance there. But he started racing in 2018, and we've seen him at least once a year ever since then. He's been to 3 final rounds. He's one of the guys that is looking to cap off his weekend with a trip to the winner's circle. And you'll see here in just a few moments how powerful, how quick, how fast that wicked quick machine is as he gets ready to go on the tower side of the racetrack. Now, the guy on the opposite side in the 71 Mustang Mach 1, the Brutus car. Throwback to Lou Arrington's Brutus car from 1971. It's a Hemi-powered machine. The driver from the capital city of the Shelby State, Chris Schneider. They've had a difficult year after finishing in the top 5 multiple times. They're going to like this one. The Brutus car goes to number 1, 419, 163.3 miles an hour. Man, that team out of the Shelby State just showed me something special. A 419, 163.3 miles an hour, and Brutus goes to number 1. Trouble for the wicked quick car as you saw them go into an instant tire spin at the starting line, so they will adjust their setup. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Some of these cars are going to be set up just right for this racetrack. Some of them will have to make a run down the racetrack to gather the data that allows them to adjust their tune-up and adjust their setup. But you can bet that you write this in the wall. Jim Chase and the Wicked Quick crew, they have got some more expertise in funny car racing, and you can expect that they will be coming back with a good run in that second round of qualifying. That comes up at 9 o'clock tonight. Well, race fans, you'll get a chance to see the crews as they go down to pick up their drivers after making the run down the track. And, of course, they always love it when you show them some love. They'll be showing you some love with the car going down the racetrack. And then the crew members honking and waving and let you know how glad they are that you are here.
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Laris even pays racers contingencies at the fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
Driven Racing Oil's GP1 Nitro 70. Trusted by top engine builders, winning racers, and devoted horsepower enthusiasts across the world. Driven takes legendary base oils such as the ones from Brantford, Pennsylvania, which comprise our GP1 line. Then, we boost that superior base oil with state-of-the-art additive packages. Driven's GP1 Nitro 70 not only provides anti-wear protection, but can shield cylinders from washout and fuel dilution caused by methanol or nitro-based fuel. Learn more about Driven Racing Oil by following us on Facebook or Instagram at Driven Racing Oil, or shop now at drivenracingoil.com.
Of course, that was
car fans. Next pair coming to life as we are 7 cars in. That means about 15 more to go. Well, if you're scrolling social media, I want to encourage you to stop that right now, because this pair, both cars in the top 7. The car on the tower side, that penny pincher Mustang, that is Keith Zimmerer from Gainesville, Texas. And that's a little town just south of the Red River on I-35. Keith Zimmerer and his super tuner Will Hanna. They've got a couple of championships under their belt in the old Lone Star Forklift Outlaw Fuel Alternate Association. They stepped up into funny cars. This is their 3rd year now. And this, unless something goes really wrong, this is one of the quickest, fastest cars in the house. They are tied for 2nd place in points. The guy on the spectator side, that is 2022 champion Kirk Williams in the 200 proof Monte Carlo. They went and built themselves a brand new car for 2025. As you might expect, some new car bugs, new car gremlins have kept them out of the winner's circle. But if you know anything about that team from Glenview, Iowa, you know they are itching to get back there. Can we see our first 3-second runs? How about 2 of them? 376, 201 miles an hour for the penny pitcher. That goes to number 1. 377 at 203 top speed so far for the 200 proof team. So we just got a chance to see our first 3-second runs. We skipped the 390s. We skipped the 380. We went right to the 370s, as the 376 is number 1, a 377 is number 2. And our first 2 cars down the racetrack at over 200 miles an hour. Man, oh man, when I saw those two coming into the water, I thought this could be special. And boy, was it. Number 1 and number 2 on the sheet. The team out of Texas and the team out of Iowa. Show them some love, race fans. How about that? Want to welcome everybody to Byron Dragway, whether you're here in person or watching on the live stream. We know we've got a great bunch of folks that are watching on the live stream, and we are thrilled to be able to bring this show to you, for those of you that couldn't be here. Next pair completing their burnouts in the backup procedure. On the spectator side of the racetrack, another one of those guys in the top 5. That is Hot Rod Herbie, Justin Herbst from North Platte, Nebraska. The Executioner Corvette, always one of the teams to bring a lot of showmanship. Of course, they are not the only ones. And on the tower side of the racetrack, Robbie Massey, a past winner in Funny Car Chaos competition. He's got that Iowa-based Carl's Chevrolet Camaro set to go down the tower side, the Don's Auto Parts lane. So 376, the number 1 elapsed time, 377, the number 2 elapsed time. A couple of quick, fast hot rods getting ready to bring them up and tickle those infrareds on the CompuLink timing system here on the first round of qualifying. Happy to have you on the live stream or here in person. We are broadcasting from high atop the tower of power, 87.9 WBST FM Byron. Summer Thunder Radio. Revs come up on the clutch car on the tower side. Flashing ever there. Massive 373, a new number 1, 202.36 miles an hour. 3 cars in the 370s, and that team out of Iowa, Robbie Massey, uncorks a 373, 202.36 miles an hour, goes to number 1. And oh, by the way, the Executioner, not a bad run over there on the spectator side. Hot Rod Herbie in that car out of Nebraska puts up a beautiful 436. This time, 161.75 miles an hour. So the number one qualifier just down the racetrack, that makes it 2 cars out of Iowa in the top 3, and both of them under 3.78 seconds. Kirk Williams, number 3 at 377. Robbie Massey, number 1 at 373. They are 202 and 203 miles an hour. The Texas team, the Penny Pincher, 376, 201 miles an hour in the number 2 spot. The bump spot for the A field right now belongs to the first guy down the racetrack, the Burning Love Nova of Michael Neal, as that 449 continues to move down the list. And the number of 3-second, 200-mile-per-hour performances just continues to add up. So we knew we were going to see a great show at Byron Dragway. It's just what you come to expect when you come to Funny Car Chaos. And you put Funny Car Chaos and Byron Dragway together, and you got a combination that's really hard to beat. As you can see from the incredible performance, man, hat tip to the staff here at Byron Dragway. The track preparation's definitely on point as these funny cars are cooking. Ready for some more side-by-side funny car action on the tower side of the racetrack in the Baloo Thunder 1969 Chevrolet Camaro body machine from Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Russell Janelle's boy. Jordan Baloo doing the driving. Mom doing the backup girl duties and Dad tuning the car. They have been to every Funny Car Chaos race there ever was. They call him the Dry Hop King because he does that. That throwback to days of old. Big block power on the tower side. That Mustang, the Cobra, that is heavy on Mr. Ray Drew. On the spectator side, team out of Wisconsin. So we're seeing the 3-second, 200-mile-per-hour performances. We've seen 3 of them so far. Now, history would suggest that perhaps we might be about to see another one. Baloo Thunder in the station. Green lights both sides, and there they go. Ray Drew shuts it off, coasts through at 472 at 113 miles an hour. Tower side, Baloo Thunder. What about a 435? Baloo Thunder cooking and booking down that left side lane, 162.9 miles an hour in 4.35 seconds. That places them number 6 in the qualified field right now. Incrementals on that run, Ray Drew 103 to 60 feet. And he had to shut it off just before the half track point as he was already coasting with a 2.78 second elapsed time. And he is not under power from that point on. He still manages a 472 at 113 miles an hour. But check this out, that big block Chevy powered machine of the Baloo family, 104 to 60 feet, 284 to half track, under power all the way across the finish line, 4.35 seconds at 162.92 miles an hour. So we continue. That's 13 cars down the racetrack so far. The bump spot in the Rodak Custom Coffee A field right now is 449. So we will see the numbers continue to come up on the scoreboard. We'll see the changes in the qualifying list. And the race crew checking everything to make sure we're clean, safe, dry, debris-free, and 100% ready to go. Once we get the all clear, it'll be time to fire up some more funny cars. Well, I hope you're having a good time. I know I am. We're glad to have you at Byron Dragway for this first ever Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway, the playground of power since 1964. Got a great chance to visit just a few minutes ago with Kevin Robertson, the owner of this fine establishment. And for those that don't know, this place was originally built for 4-wide racing. If you've been to a few drag strips, or if you've been to a lot of drag strips, you might look down and say, man, that's a wide racetrack. You are exactly right. as it was built for four-wide racing. And they did that from 1964 through 1968. So a little bit of that trivia. We'll talk about some more of that as the weekend goes on. But man, anybody in the Midwest especially raced at Byron Dragway. And of course the pictures, the videos, well, it wouldn't be videos from those days, it'd be film, and be videos from the later days, now the digital media. But a long history of quality drag racing at Byron Dragway is just continues to grow as we bring Funny Car Chaos along with a great bunch of racers in several different classes here to put on a phenomenal show for you with Summer Thunder under beautiful August skies or summer skies. And we got more funny cars coming at you. Man, oh man, this pair coming at you right now. This is a combination of a nostalgic car. The car on the spectator side, the Detroit Tiger 1977 Chevy Monza. It's got a methanol-fueled Hemi underneath that Monza body. It is practically an exact replica of Pancho Rendon's machine from 1977, a big show car. But this team, they ran their first Funny Car Chaos event over at Central Illinois Dragway, now called Mid-State Dragway, where the Nitro Chaos Championship Finals will be coming up in just a few weeks, 6 weeks from now. On the tower side, a second-generation funny car racer from Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping down the plains. That is Bob Alberti Jr. He's got a clutch car. That Mustang is called the Thunder and Okie. You'll hear the revs come up as he's got the heavy power ready to go. Flash of amber. Here they are. Bob Alberti pedals it. That cost him a little bit. We got 412 down the right side for the Detroit Tiger. 977 to 60 feet. For the Detroit Tiger, 258 to the half-track point. You heard the revs come up on the Thunder and Okie. That's a clutch car as opposed to a converter car. And Bob brings the revs up. Tree flashes amber, and he goes down the racetrack. You heard him have to pedal as he was beginning to lose traction out there about 200 feet. Got right back in the throttle and takes it down the racetrack in 4.22 seconds at 183 miles an hour. Over on the spectator side of the racetrack, after a 977 60-foot and 258 to the half-track point, off the throttle just a little early in the Detroit Tiger. The only reason you can tell that is because of the mile per hour, 141 miles an hour across the finish line in 4.12 seconds. Bob Alberti was not off the throttle as he was going 183 miles an hour across the finish line in 4.22 seconds after having to pedal. So that quick little blip on the throttle cost him about 0.3 and about 15 miles an hour. So they are looking to come back and put another bigger, better number, maybe smaller, better number on the board in that second round of qualifying as Alberti comes into this race, number 8 in points. Steve Tomozik and the Detroit Tiger team, they made their announcement early that with all races in the Midwest this year, they would be chasing the championship. They've always been contenders in Funny Car Chaos competition, but some of the races being far away like West Texas and New Mexico and Louisiana, a little hard on the travel budget for somebody from Michigan, so they weren't able to make all the races. However, this year, they are in the hunt. And with the races here at Byron and Mocan and Great Lakes Dragway, they consider this their year, so they intend to make the most of it.
Race fans, get ready. The inaugural Fuel Altered Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Ground-pounding Fuel Altered from across the country go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more. See Bodacious Backup Girl, Header Flame, and Run What You Brung drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there!
A lot of stories in the world of funny car racing, and especially the world of funny car chaos racing. One of those stories is that red 1969 Chevrolet Camaro from Senatobia, Mississippi, over on the spectator side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane. Casey Giesel looks over the injector hat, sees his sister, the Queen of Diamonds, backing him up. Their dad, Ronnie, comes up, makes the last adjustments on that methanol-fueled supercharged Hemi. They blew up one of their Hemis beyond repair, it seemed, and they had to struggle and scramble to get to Tulsa. Got it done, but wound up not being able to race. They are back in action on the tower side of the racetrack on one of those cars from Iowa. That is Lance Van Allen in that generation last Chevy Camaro body machine with a supercharged methanol-fueled Hemi. Watch for some big numbers for this pair. Cooking and booking at a 379. Look at this, race fans. They are just skipping the 390s, skipping the 380s, and they're going right to the 70s. So that's the fourth car under 380 and over 200 miles an hour. Lance Van Allen in the Camaro stops the clocks with a 379, 201.79 miles an hour to take the number 4 spot, and a 423, 180 miles an hour. On that right side lane for the Gambler team from Mississippi, 423, 180 miles an hour, and pedaling. So if they're able to put all the power to the ground, what might that car do? Well, we're going to find out this weekend, because I know that they have been itching to get to the racetrack, and there's a bunch of us who have been itching to see them get back too. So we've got 17 cars down the racetrack now. 4 cars over 200 miles an hour, 4 cars under 380, and more coming. That's right, race fans. I love it. Show them some of that affection. Tonight's racing brought to you in person and on the live stream by our good friends at Spell Paving Service, Fred Spell, by our good friends at DMP Awnings, Dean Dubbin, by Murph McKinney and McKinney Motorsports, by Justin Arias at CP Carrillo, and by our great friends down in Louisiana at Laris Motorsports Insurance. Live stream broadcast to all of our good friends that couldn't make it to Byron. Man, we miss you. Tell you, you talk about a family reunion. It's been 2 months since the Chaos Group, the Funny Car Chaos Group, has had a chance to get together. So coming out and experiencing the fellowship last night, man, we had a pre-party, we had great food, and we had a great band. Smoking Guns came out. They did their mix of country and classic rock, which is my 2 favorite kinds of music. So if that's not your kind, then you might not have enjoyed it as much as I did. But boy, that's a great band. I understand they do a lot of dates in this region. And they got a bunch of new fans last night from the Funny Car Chaos crowd. Smoking Guns, great job. It's Funny Car Friday night, and we got 2 more coming to life. Grumpy 2 from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. These two racers from the state of Oklahoma, they're in a winning state of mind. On the tower side of the racetrack, that's your 2024 Funny Car Chaos champion, Fast Lane Shane Lawson. Comes to us out of Porter, Oklahoma, not too far from Tulsa. Got that Man of War Mustang. He sits number one in the points after finishing number one in points in 2024. They're pressing the Queen of Diamonds into duty for the backup girl on the tower side. And over on the spectator side, in that Autoland lane, the Grumpy 2 Mustang. Spitzer chassis machine used to belong to the guy on the tower side. But the Lewis family, man, you talk about a family that loves them some racing. And Brian Lewis is taking the funny car like a duck to water, as he was the winner at our last race that we were able to finish over at Cordova Dragway, not too far from here. A pair of Mustangs with Hemi power. Both of them converter cars. Crew chiefs and tuning consultants turn it over to the drivers, and we're ready to rock. Brian Lewis, not known for patience, goes 373, and a new number one, 371. Both cars 203 plus. And Fast Lane Shane shows you how he got his name. He's the quickest, he's the fastest. Well, he's not quite the fastest by 0.02 of a mile per hour, but he goes 371 and takes the number one qualifying position. Fast Lane Shane, your 2024 champion, lets everybody know, puts everybody on notice that if you're going to win this race, you got to get past me. They go to number one, 371, 203. That makes 6 cars under 380 and over 201 miles an hour. Man, what a way to kick things off here on Friday night, day number one of this spectacular Summer Thunder event at Byron Dragway. The live stream broadcast is on the Funny Car Chaos YouTube channel. That means it will be there for you to enjoy for years to come. And of course, on that same YouTube channel, there's all kinds of other content that you want to enjoy. Some of that great work put together by our main man, Lee Craft. We've got the races from all the way back. We got the Chaos live shows. We've got Conquerors of the Chaos. Got the chaotic moments. If you're not already subscribed to the Funny Car Chaos YouTube channel, when you do get a chance to surf social media, make sure you go to YouTube, look up Funny Car Chaos, go ahead and like, subscribe, and click that bell so you get notifications when it's something from Funny Car Chaos or Nitro Chaos or new for 2025, Fuel Altered Chaos. Anytime something from the Chaos franchise hits, you'll be the first to know.
Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Ground-pounding fuel outfits from across the country go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more. See Bonisha's backup girl, Header Flame, and run what you brung drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there!
McKinney Motorsports is your #1 source for all your chassis needs. McKinney Motorsports is the leading chassis parts supplier and fabricator in nitro drag racing. From custom tanks and fittings, full chassis builds, body mounts, steering components, fasteners, tabs, clamps, composite parts, and much more. Our household name in the racing world guarantees added performance on the track. Join our list of proven winners that spans over 50 years of racing experience. Taylor Motorsports Products is your first stop for quality safety equipment for your car or your driver. All of our safety equipment products are made in our facility in Albany, Oregon. From custom fit fire suits to racing seat belts, supercharger restraints, engine diapers, transmission blankets, and many other must-have items. Our racing history runs deep. We are racers building the finest safety equipment for racers. And we're a proud supporter of the chaos.
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Laris even pays racers contingencies at the fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
Fire lit right now. That's Luke Furr. He calls that car ferocious. And I tell you, for a young person that's not driven a lot of funny cars before, this guy came out swinging and put on a good show the first time we got a chance to see him. And so we're anticipating good things here at Byron Dragway tonight from the ferocious Luke Furr. Hey, race fans on the live stream, we want to make sure we let you know how glad we are you are here. We have undertaken the project of doing the live stream for free on YouTube, and the equipment is new and we're getting accustomed to it. So if you experience anything that looks like maybe we are just starting to do this, bear with us. I can assure you we have the people that absolutely want to bring you a show that borders on perfection. And if we're not there yet, hang on. We'll get you there. Right down the middle of the Don's Auto Parts lane, Luke Furr, 4 flat. He's flirting with that 3-second zone. Goes 4 flat, 163 miles an hour. That's good for number 7 on the qualifying list. So a good-looking run right there by Luke Furr and that crew. Great job. Race fans, if seeing all these cars go down the racetrack in such a hurry doesn't get you fired up, I'd say your wood's wet. But if you are fired up and you want to experience the rush of going down the racetrack, Proud American Motorsports, they showed up here just for you. So you're going to want to make sure you get yourself on the list, and there is a list of people that want to go down the racetrack in either the Proud American or the Loud American dragsters. Put yourself in the rumble seat and see what kind of excitement comes from being on the racetrack. If you know people that race, you know that it gets in your blood and they just do it forever. Well, if you don't really understand that, maybe you ought to get in the rumble seat and find out. It's a whole lot cheaper than going out and buying a dragster and fire suit and all that kind of stuff and hiring a crew and coming out and finding out that you don't like it. But what's not to love? Proud American Motorsports with their supercharged Loud American will take you down the racetrack from 0 to 160 in 4.5 seconds. The 3-seater, so you can do it with someone you love, maybe even like. Take you down the racetrack in about 5.6 seconds at 126 miles an hour, give or take just a little bit. But they are here to help you have the ultimate fan experience, because that's what Kevin Robertson and his staff here at Byron Dragway are all about. Y'all ready for this? Race fans, check out these cars. 2 different ways of getting down the racetrack here at Byron Dragway. On the spectator side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane, that is Justin Malott. He's an Indiana boy with that must-be-nice 1957 Chevy car. Supercharged, fuel-injected, big block Chrysler Hemi underneath that body. One of those guys in the hunt for the championship in 2025. Sitting, I think, number 5 in the points right now. And on the tower side of the racetrack, Tom Motrey's Drastic Plastic with Dave Harada doing the driving. Now, you've seen some stuff tonight, and you've heard some stuff tonight, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, get ready. You ain't seen nothing like this one. Drastic Plastic with nitromethane in the tank. Call it pop, don't we, George? And he's getting ready to rock your world, baby. Like that. Off the throttle, on the throttle, a new number 1. 365, 204 miles an hour. Drastic Plastic goes to number 1 as everybody's alarm system goes off just from the shock of that Nitro Hemi. Listen to all that. That is wild, ain't it? Low ET and top speed, 365 at 204 miles an hour. The Drastic Plastic Mustang comes out, shows you the header flames, and puts up the 365 to go to number 1 at 204 miles an hour. While the must-be-nice 57 Chevy had the best seat in the house to watch it happen, as that car goes 452 at 123.1 miles an hour. What about it, race fans? How about a little applause for our Drastic Plastic team? Whoa! Now, when we talk about Summer Thunder, that's a little bit of what we're talking about. You get it? And, oh, by the way, we've got more nitro, as we have got the Nitro Bandito and the Frantic Fueler that have come out just to add a little extra pizzazz, a little extra punch to your weekend. Talk about a great time coming to the races at Byron Dragway for Summer Thunder, presenting Funny Car Chaos. It's going to be a blast all weekend. I know you already want to come back tomorrow, and your friends ought to be with you. We ought to fill the grandstands, and I'll tell you, it'll be a best time that some folks have had around this place in a long, long time. And we do thank you for being here. Whether you're on the live stream or whether you are here in person, you are our honored guest, and we are glad you are here.
Fans, we're going to give you some highlights real quick. We'll get back to racing, the action that we have, and we're also going to try to give you an insight glimpse into the pits.
We have got 9 o'clock is when we're scheduled for the second qualification round for our funny cars. So every one of those funny car racers has the opportunity to come back and make a second run. Now, those especially who are interested in the championship, you can qualifying run. It's not required, but it can. Of that. Now, we've got lots more folks that are wanting to take a ride in the Proud American Motorsports dragsters. We got other cars on the property that you're going to get a chance to see. And oh, by the way, you don't have to see them just on the racetrack. You can go by and see them up close and personal in the pits, as every ticket is a pit pass, and you can go by and see them and experience some of that cool action in the pit area. Also, for those of you on the live stream, we're going to bring you some highlights. We're going to bring you some up close and personal views from the pits as these teams service their cars and get them ready for that second qualifying round coming up in a little over an hour. We've got that plus much, much more coming to you on the live stream. So if you want to hang out, there'll be plenty to see. And we are glad that you have chosen to be a part of Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway. There's the three-seater. There's two folks in the rumble seat right there, and they go 551, 125 miles an hour. That is a rush. Just because it's not so fast as the other one doesn't mean it's not a rush. I can tell you most folks couldn't handle the supercharged car, but it's a thrill ride and a half to be in that three-seater right there, the Proud American car. Get yourself signed up before the line gets too long. Doing it after the sun goes down under the lights, that adds a whole nother dimension to it, but it's always a blast. So get yourself signed up and enjoy a ride with Proud American Motorsports.
The Chi-Town Hustler has hustled on to a win here at Cordova Dragway for the Twisted Shifterz 360 Steel Summer Nationals, driven by Mike Minnick. This is his first Funny Car Chaos win. He's won in Chaos before at the inaugural Nitro Chaos at Eddyville Raceway Park in Eddyville, Iowa. In the B field, he's a B field, Alky Digger B field winner now in Funny Car Chaos. Mike getting the gear off, piloting a well-known, historic nameplate, if you will, in drag racing, and takes it to another event championship here at Cordova. Mike Minnick, you're a winner in Funny Car Chaos.
Yeah. Well, it was about more exciting of a final round than I was anticipating. I saw a lot of Bobby's car in my lane, but luckily we didn't get together. So I just have to thank you, Mary, Larry, Coglany. This is their car. Can't do this without them. They're the ones who make this happen. All my guys, Bill, my dad, my brother, Chubbs. These guys.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, it was exciting, huh?
Yeah. Everything okay?
I didn't feel a jerk. I don't think he hit me. So yeah, thanks to my guys. Thanks to Chris and Tara Graves for doing this too. They give us a place to race, so got the win. That's all that matters, right?
Bobby Martin in the Supercharger, runner-up here at Cordova Dragway. Bobby, I know it was an eventful final, but what an eventful comeback. 09 U.S. Nationals winner. Last race in NHRA from what we can tell, 09. You've been out of a funny car for like 10 years or more. Here you are. You're making a final at a big funny car race at Cordova Dragway.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was such a thrill to line up against the Chi-Town Hustler. And then it turned into a funny car race. These things happen. Apologize to those guys, but our crew, Frank Parker, John, Jason, of course, my wife Lori, they all did a fantastic job. It took us a long time to get here, working every day, but this event was awesome. We just enjoyed it from the minute we came into the gate till right now. Just an amazing event. We loved it.
Well, we're glad to have you at Chaos. We look forward to seeing you getting chaotic again.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Another first-time winner here at the Summer Nationals at Cordova Dragway. Brian Lewis getting out of his hot rod, known as Grumpy 2. Well, they're certainly not going to be grumpy about this. Ecstatic, rather, about winning here the Twisted Shifterz 360 Steel Summer Nationals. Did it over stiff competition in the Rodax Custom Coffee A field to pick up his first Funny Car Chaos win right here at a big one, the Summer Nationals at the historic Cordova Dragway. Brian, first time to win in Chaos.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, gonna get a little emotional here, but thanks to my crew, my wife, tuner Jeff Pierce, fabricator Jeff Holloway. Thank you, Stroud Safety, Kryptonite Customs, BNC Trailers. You guys do it. Thank you.
Lovell getting out of his giant killer funny car, as they have dubbed it. We had to well, almost do it twice, but we get the Wulff Pumps Seafield final in, and Mr. Lovell is the winner here at the Summer Nationals at Cordova Dragway. Lee, you just complete a trio of first-time Funny Car Chaos winners for the Summer Nationals. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a battle, but we got it. We broken valve spring, and we just had some problems with tire shake and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, the good Lord was on our side, and praise God, we made it happen. They did a great job. They ran great. Kind of stinks what happened with the light and having to do a redo, but at the end of the day, all the work paid off.
You're going to get a chance to see them next cars down the racetrack. Chicago Wise Guys, lanes 5, 6, 7, and 8. Don't forget, race fans, Funny Car Q2 comes up at 9 p.m., just a little over an hour from right now.
I'm not getting the audio from the phone. Yeah, that don't make sense. All right, go. One business. We'll go back up there and drop them down. No, I know. I said that I might be sending messages. I just got like I have it on. I have on license.
Now for something really wild. Chicago Wise Guys. Dean Cesario is on the tower side of the racetrack in the pickup truck. Over on the spectator side in the wagon, that long roof, Josh Dunn. 82 Malibu wagon, 540 cubic inches. Over on that spectator side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane, 558 cubic inches in that Toyota pickup. Couple of bad to the bone hot rods from the Chicago Wise Guys, making their first runs of the weekend here at Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway. Brought to you by Dennis Taylor of Taylor Motorsports Products of Auburn, Oregon. Flash of amber, there they go, and they are wasting no time down the racetrack. 465 and 485 across the finish line. Cesario with a 144 mile per hour clip. Both of them at 144 miles an hour as they start things off with a bang. John Dunn down that right side and Dean Cesario down the tower side. 465 and 485. Chicago Wise Guys showing up, showing out. Here comes another pair of hot rods from the Chicago Wise Guys. Man, I told you we're bringing a smoke show of all different kinds. We've got another pair of Wise Guys coming up, smoking us in on the starting line, getting ready to try on the racetrack here at Byron Dragway. Next up for the Chicago Wise Guys, I've got Luke Bartusik from Palatine, Illinois. 81 Chevy Camaro on that right side of the Christmas tree. Tower side, it's going to be Edwin. In the 67 Chevy Impala two-door hardtop. No B-pillar in that. That makes it a hardtop. And trouble at the start for the big, heavy Chevy. Down the right side, Luke in the pickup. Or in the Camaro, I'm sorry. Stopping the clocks with a 590 at 131.06 miles an hour. So Edwin Robles is going to back it up and reset. You heard that silly sound at the start, and as he had to back it out. But there's no need to fear. Edwin is here bringing that heavy Chevy up, stages it up. Oh, man. Check out the flames from the exhaust at the front wheels. 461, 152.64 miles an hour. Talk about a serious hot rod. That's the quickest of the night so far. We got 461, 465, 485, and 590 down the track. The Chicago Wise Guys always bring the show when they show up at a racetrack, and they have shown up in force. You get a chance to see them on the pit side of the racetrack. They are up here behind the grandstands. You go behind the grandstands and make sure you stop at the Funny Car Chaos, Nitro Chaos merchandise trailer, or Car Chicks, or both, and you keep on going. You'll find the Chicago Wise Guys pitted just past Car Chicks. Fire's lit as we continue on Friday night under the lights. Next pair coming up, the Duster. Side by side, smoking them down the racetrack. Man, they are bringing that all-out show to Byron Dragway. This is what you come for, is to see all kinds of great action like you've seen tonight. And Chicago Wise Guys, not to be outdone, bring their amazing hot rods up here, and they are smoking them. And they'll be putting some quick, fast runs on the scoreboard coming up here in just a moment. Alex Cuccia, or Cuccia. My buddy in Texas is Lucia, spelled the same way, but this has got a K. One of the favorite of the Chicago Wise Guys. If you can say one is more popular than the other, I'm not sure you can, because this group of hot rods, absolutely incredible. And the Duster, 1970 Plymouth Duster, 710 cubic inches of nitrous boosted mow power. Jeff Lambert, Oswego, Illinois. 57 Chevy, and boy, is it sharp. 4 bulbs lit. Copulate Christmas tree flashes and sends them down the racetrack. Cuccia down that left side to a 430, 165 miles an hour, 488 down the right side in the 57 at 145 miles an hour. So the hits just keep on coming. They're quick, they're fast, they're out of sight. They're really out of sight when they go past the scoreboards. I can see the taillights down there, so good thing they've got them. Gets dark in a hurry down there in the shutdown area. But these cars and these drivers, they have done it before, and they are no strangers to running at night. And they bring the show everywhere they go. Chicago Wise Guys at Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway. Got another 1957 Chevy coming at you. This time it's also going to be on the Autoland side of the CompuLink Christmas tree, that right-hand lane. And the big Super Bird. Steve Malik, tower side of the Plymouth Superbird. Definitely not one to try to sneak up on anybody. He is right in your face. 1970 Plymouth Superbird, 521 cubic inches of supercharged Brad Ederson Engineering Hemi underneath the hood. The 1957 Chevy Bel Air got 665 cubic inches of nitrous boosted big block. Well, I don't know. It might be a Hemi, too. I haven't looked under the hood. But anyway, that's a lot of cubic inches. That is Bill Graziano, Midlothian, Illinois, hometown for Bill. Couple of more quick, fast, awesome race cars from Chicago Wise Guys. The Mopar, the 70 Superbird, and the 57 Chevy Bel Air. Continuing the legendary performances of the Chicago Wise Guys, it fits in really nice with Funny Car Chaos here at Byron Dragway. It's Summer Thunder on a Friday night under the lights with tree flashes ever and green lights on both sides. Check these guys out as they cross the finish line at 168 miles an hour on the tower side in Malik's Superbird, 4.26 seconds. And Graziano with a 461, 121 miles an hour, off the throttle a little early over there on the right side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane. Gotta love these race cars. That's number one and number two, I think, in 2024 points. As they race all season long, they accrue points. And if you're from the Midwest, you've seen these racers at tracks across the region, always bringing that side-by-side action, bringing the spectacular racing to Byron Dragway this weekend. Trying to figure out which next pair coming back from the burnouts. Tom Zbonsek, Orland Park, Illinois, with that 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. 835 cubic inches of nitrous boosted horsepower under that hood. The Mustang on the spectator side of the racetrack. Brian Clark. Wisconsin racer, got an all Ford Mustang, 600 plus cubic inches of blue oval underneath the hood. Camaro versus Mustang, not the first time that's happened. Watch these guys. Tower side, the Camaro got the win in Chicago Wise Guys action last year, 2024, at the World Series down at Cordova. Purging that nitrous, getting the system and the pressures just right to take on that left side, Don's Auto Parts line. Quickest run of the night so far, 426, 168 miles an hour. Second quickest is 430. Let's see if either one of these teams can scare that 420. I know they got the capability. Will they do it? Cooking and booking. It might happen, and it does. 406 down that right side lane in the Mustang. That 600-plus inch Ford says hello. 406, 179 miles an hour makes an enormous statement. And on the tower side with a beautiful 422 in the Camaro, 171 miles an hour. Talk about your great group of racers. This is a fantastic group. And the final car tonight in Chicago Wise Guys, it's going to be the president, the godfather of Chicago Wise Guys Racing. '19 Generation Last Chevrolet Camaro on the spectator side of the racetrack. Do you happen to know this guy's name from here? I mean, it's Pete. Dennis. I just thought you might have heard it. Penmanship was nuts. Yes, sir, go ahead. because I didn't say anything. I think we are. Pete DeLoss is going to be on the right side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane. 31 years president of Chicago Wise Guys, and what an organization he and the team have created. Bringing that car up for a solo run down the right side of the racetrack under the lights here on Friday night. Got Wise Guys, we got Jets, we got the Nitro match race, we got second round qualifying of funny cars coming at you. Here at Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway, glad you're here to be a part of it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Godfather having a little trouble. He goes 495 at 157. How'd you like to have a car that if you have trouble goes 157 miles an hour in 4.95 seconds? Man, and they will be in contention tomorrow. So we've got the Ride Dragsters coming up for another trip. Dragster or dragsters, maybe both. I'm not sure, but they're going to be taking on the racetrack here momentarily. We've got the Jets in the staging lanes. And, of course, just in case somebody happened to ride up on their Harley-Davidson Softail and ask you, you don't want to be sitting in the staging lanes behind a Jet. So if I don't call some into the staging lanes, well, that's because Jets are about to be blowing everything out of there. So you'll understand if I don't call anybody to the staging lanes while there's Jets sending that thrust back across the staging lanes. But Funny Cars is on deck. They will be making a run here shortly. And don't forget that Nitro match race with the Frantic Fueler and the Nitro Bandito.
Funny Car Chaos presents the Battle on the Bayou at State Capitol Raceway in Baton Rouge. Presented by Laris Motorsports Insurance. Friday and Saturday, October 24th and 25th. Ground-pounding outlaw funny cars take the stage Friday night at 8 and Saturday at 5 and 8. Plus, meet special guests. TV's favorite 405 Outlaws, Farm Truck and Asian both days. Kids 12 and under are free, and every ticket is a pit pass. We got funny cars. We got farm trucks. We got 2 full days of drag racing. October 24th and 25th. It's high-octane family fun at State Capitol Raceway. Be there.
Tucson Dragway, fuel altereds. There's a history right here at this facility of those two being paired together. So when there was an opportunity for something such as fuel altered chaos, why did you jump on it?
Well, number one, I've watched Chris and his wife at a few different events, and I've seen their banquet they put on, and I was very impressed at how professional that they are putting everything together like they do. And it just seemed like a really good fit. I've been watching them grow their brand, and they put on amazing races. They've got fantastic cars that show up, as well as the spectator support has been unbelievable. So, and they, as they're growing their brand, we need more on the West Coast. And like you said, Tucson Dragway has always been big about the fuel altered nationals, so this is our way of bringing it back to Tucson.
What do you envision it comes around November and people are rolling into this place along with fuel altereds, what do you hope to see, Mr. Hughes?
I think what we're going to see for the inaugural race, we're going to see a lot of enthusiasm. We've got already over 30 pre-entered fuel altered cars, which is crazy. They're coming from all over the country. And I think this is going to turn into a destination race. You can pretty much rely on what the weather's going to be like. The weather's going to be good, a little chilly at night in November, which you're going to see a lot of flames out of the with the nitro cars. And I think that the vibe, what we do here is we put on a party and usually a drag race breaks out. So I think when people show up, they're gonna be amazed at what we've done to the facility itself, and the racers will really enjoy the track and the atmosphere.
You mentioned Tucson's kind of this hidden gem in Arizona overall, and I would say you've got a hidden gem of a racing facility from what I have seen here in Tucson Dragway. So do you hope something like fuel altered chaos will become something that can, well, elevate Tucson Dragway, put it on the map, and make it not just a place for fuel altered racers, but all racers to experience racing right here in Tucson?
I believe we will. I believe once the fuel altered chaos comes to town, it's really going to add, it's going to bring a lot of attention to the track, and it's going to bring a lot of racers that haven't been here before, and they're going to look at the track, like you said, as a gem itself, let alone how much there is to do in Tucson. So you bring your family, you plan your trip, and you plan it, and that's usually what makes a great event, is when mom and the kids, everybody's got something to do. But the biggest thing, when they come to the track and they're treated with respect, and they're treated the way I've always been wanted to be treated in my 48 years of racing, you know what a racer expects when they come through the gate. And we try to give them that hospitality, and we try to give them the respect, because we know they're spending a lot of money, and when they come here, we want this to feel like home to them.
Race fans, get ready. The inaugural Fuel Altered Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Ground-pounding fuel altered from across the country go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more. See Bonisha's Backup Girl, Header Flame, and Run What You Brung. Drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there!
Driven Racing Oil's GP1 Nitro 70. Trusted by top engine builders, winning racers, and devoted horsepower enthusiasts across the world, Driven takes legendary base oils such as the ones from Bradford, Pennsylvania, which comprise our GP1 line. Then, we boost that superior base oil with state-of-the-art additive packages. Driven's GP1 Nitro 70 not only provides anti-wear protection, but can shield cylinders from washout and fuel dilution caused by methanol or nitro-based fuel. Learn more about Driven Racing Oil by following us on Facebook or Instagram at Driven Racing Oil, or shop now at drivenracingoil.com.
There are innovators, and there are duplicators. Your engine knows the difference. Comp Cam's camshafts are always original designs, From precision engineering to premier manufacturing and unrivaled testing again and again by the most advanced engineering team and equipment in the industry. Buy the original, not an imitation. Copies might look the part, but horsepower doesn't lie. Comp cams, no comparison.
The Chi-Town Hustler has hustled on to a win here at Cordova Dragway for the Twisted Shifterz 360 Steel Summer Nationals, driven by Mike Minnick. This is his first Funny Car Chaos win. He's won in Chaos before at the inaugural Nitro Chaos at Eddyville Raceway Park in Eddyville, Iowa. In the B field, he's a B field Alky Digger B field winner now in Funny Car Chaos. Mike getting the gear off, piloting a well-known, historic nameplate, if you will, in drag racing, and takes it to another event championship here at Cordova. Mike Minnick, you're a winner in Funny Car Chaos.
Yeah. Well, it was about more exciting of a final round than I was anticipating. I saw a lot of Bobby's car in my lane, but luckily we didn't get together. So I just have to thank you, Mary, Larry, Coglany. This is their car. Can't do this without them. They're the ones who make this happen. All my guys, Bill, my dad, my brother, Chubbs. These guys.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, it was exciting, huh?
Yeah. Fenders on? Everything okay?
I didn't feel a jerk. I don't think he hit me. So yeah, thanks to my guys. Thanks to Chris and Tara Graves for doing this too. They give us a place to race, so got the win. It's all that matters, right?
Race fans, you at the airport, even though it might sound like it, getting ready for a flight a very low altitude flight. We have got the Crossfire on the tower side, the 50 cal on the spectator side, the jet engines mounted between the chromoly frame. Jet dragsters, the drivers sitting in front. They've got the joystick and the steering wheel, the butterfly steering wheel in their hand. They have got the jet engines fired up. You see those flames out the back. That's from raw jet fuel being injected into the afterburners. This called burner pops, as they will pop that fuel that pushes them forward, and they rattle the windows up here in the tower here at Byron Dragway. They are going to go side by side. There's no motion from the wheels other than they will be pushed forward, and they will be going quick, fast, and it will be an unbelievable experience. If you've seen jet dragsters before, you know why we get so excited. And if you haven't seen them before, get ready for what you're about to experience. 50 cal, the jet pushes him through the beams and he goes red, does not record a time. So Crossfire is going to get a win in the first round of these jet dragsters. How about 209 miles an hour? That is top speed of the event so far. And it goes to the Crossfire jet as the dragster out of Maryland with David Gates doing the driving, puts a 385 on the board at 209.46 miles an hour. The thrust from the jet engine, the 50 cal machine on the right side, the front brake just would not hold that car as it pushed on through, and therefore it did not record a time, but we know it was cooking and booking down that right side lane. So a great way to bring you, some of you for the very first time, some side-by-side jet dragster action at Summer Thunder. We got all kinds of thunder for you, from different cars going down the racetrack by different methods of propulsion. The jet dragsters never disappoint. That smile on your friend's face, it's going to be there all through the night and all day tomorrow. And by the way, you'll get a chance to see them again tomorrow, as the Jets will come back for another run or two tomorrow at Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway. If you already weren't planning on coming back, I know you're planning on coming back now, as we have got plenty of great racing action coming your way. Funny cars to the staging lanes. Funny cars to the staging lanes for your second round of qualifying.
Neil Giroux last night, it was truly twist and shout. The headers have already been replaced. Some scuffs on the body, but for this event winner 2 years ago in the D field, a bit chaotic here at Funny Car Chaos in that second qualifying session.
Oh, like you said, either win or do something spectacular. Hopefully we can do both this weekend, because we already put on a show.
Absolutely. Tough, no D field, as you just mentioned. A, B, and C going into eliminations later today. Can you crack into that C field?
Oh, we definitely can. We've got the car for it, but obviously we're getting pretty aggressive with it, which led to some of the fun last night. I just want to say thank you to Kevin Newberg and Luke Furr for helping us out, getting us some parts, letting us rip on it one more time.
Neil and team are going to try to make that C field and race here at the Twisted Shifterz 360 Steel Summer Nationals at Cordova Dragway.
Race fans, this is the one you've been waiting for. It's Match Race Madness at North Florida Motorplex.
October 31st to November 1st.
This two-day festival of horsepower will feature nitro-burning funny cars, dragsters, and alters, plus nitro-sculpting pro mods. Catch Farm Truckadation in action to meet the stars of Street Outlaws. Kids 12 and under are free, and every ticket is a pit pass. It's Match Race Madness, October 31st to November 1st. Mark those calendars and make plans to be there. Founded in 1968, Grand Prix Auto Sports Center has been serving the greater Tulsa area and nationwide for over 56 years. Over 3.5 million part numbers available to you in stock from all the leading high-performance manufacturers. We've got parts, we've got nitrous and fuel, we've got what you need to go fast in many forms of motorsports. Swing by the shop, give us a call, or browse our catalog online at GrandPrixAuto.com. For over 40 years, Mile High Crankshafts, located in Denver, Colorado, has provided the highest quality crankshaft repair and modification services available and serves all forms of motorsports competition. Whether a precision grind or repair from a catastrophic failure, Mile High Crankshafts understands the attention to detail required to maintain the integrity demanded by high-performance engine builders. Just ask Bill Bernard, driver of the Grinder Funny Car. Call us today at 303-781-6764. Find us on Facebook or visit www.milehighcranks.com.
The Chi-Town Hustler has hustled on to a win here at Cordova Dragway for the Twisted Shifterz 360 Steel Summer Nationals, driven by Mike Minnick. This is his first Funny Car Chaos win. He's won in Chaos before at the inaugural Nitro Chaos at Eddyville Raceway Park in Eddyville, Iowa. In the B field, he's a B field Alky Digger B field winner now in Funny Car Chaos. Mike getting the gear off, piloting a well-known, historic nameplate, if you will, in drag racing, and takes it to another event championship here at Cordova. Mike Minnick, you're a winner in Funny Car Chaos.
Yeah. Well, it was about more exciting of a final round than I was anticipating. I saw a lot of Bobby's car in my lane, but luckily we didn't get together. So I just have to thank you, Mary, Larry, Coglany. This is their car. Can't do this without them. They're the ones who make this happen. All my guys, Bill, my dad, my brother, Chubbs. These guys.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, it was exciting, huh?
Yeah. Everything okay?
I didn't feel a jerk. I don't think he hit me. So yeah, thanks to my guys. Thanks to Chris and Tara Graves for doing this too. They give us a place to race, so got the win. That's all that matters, right?
Bobby Martin in the Supercharger, runner-up here at Cordova Dragway. Bobby, I know it was an eventful final, but what an eventful comeback. 09 U.S. Nationals winner. Last race in NHRA from what we can tell, 09. You've been out of a funny car for like 10 years or more. Here you are. You're making a final at a big funny car race at Cordova Dragway.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was such a thrill to line up against the Chi-Town Hustler. And then it turned into a funny car race. These things happen. Apologize to those guys, but our crew, Frank Parker, John, Jason, of course, my wife Lori, they all did a fantastic job. It took us a long time to get here, working every day, but this event was awesome. We just enjoyed it from the minute we came into the gate till right now. Just an amazing event. We loved it.
Well, we're glad to have you at Chaos. We look forward to seeing you getting chaotic again.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Another first-time winner here at the Summer Nationals at Cordova Dragway. Brian Lewis getting out of his hot rod, known as Grumpy 2. Well, they're certainly not going to be grumpy about this. Ecstatic, rather, about winning here the Twisted Shifterz 360 Steel Summer Nationals. Did it over stiff competition in the Rodax Custom Coffee A field to pick up his first Funny Car Chaos win right here at a big one, the Summer Nationals at the historic Cordova Dragway. Brian, first time to win in Chaos.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, gonna get a little emotional here, but thanks to my crew, my wife, tuner Jeff Pierce, fabricator Jeff Holloway. Thank you, Stroud Safety, Kryptonite Customs, BNC Trailers. You guys do it. Thank you.
Lovell getting out of his giant killer funny car, as they have dubbed it. We had to, well, almost do it twice, but we get the Wulff Pumps Seafield final in, and Mr. Lovell is the winner here at the Summer Nationals at Cordova Dragway. Lee, you just complete a trio of first-time Funny Car Chaos winners for the Summer Nationals. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. It was a battle, but we got it. We broken valve spring, and we just had some problems with tire shake and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, the good Lord was on our side, and praise God, we made it happen. They did a great job. They ran great. Kind of stinks what happened with the light and having to do a redo, but at the end of the day, all the work paid off.
Race fans, get ready. The inaugural Fuel Under Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Ground-pounding fuel altereds from across the country go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more. See Bodacious Backup Girl, Header Flame, and Run What You Brung drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there!
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Laris even pays racers contingencies at the fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
back. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, in person and on the live stream. We are excited to have you here for second round qualifying. Boy, that first round of qualifying was amazing, as we've seen 7 3-second runs, none of them in the 390s, none of them in the 380s. Those 7 teams went under 380 as they all went in the 370s. 6 of them in the 370s at over 200 miles an hour, and one of them, Plastic, Dave Harada and Tom and Sue Moultrie's car, number 1 on the hit parade with a 365 at 204 miles an hour. It has been some great racing. There is no doubt about that. So 22 cars down the racetrack in that first round of qualifying, and I know that our friends that have been checking in on the live stream, Danny Smith watching from the back deck. And, of course, we've got our Arkansas couple down there, Daniel Cottrell and Jennifer Huffman. And, of course, Jet Car George always checking in. Glad to have all of you watching. Plus, I know there's more of you out there watching on the Funny Car Chaos YouTube channel. And if we didn't call your name, well, we just hadn't had a chance to figure out that you're watching just yet. But thank you for tuning in. We invite you to check in tomorrow, as we'll have lots of highlights and lots of live action coming your way as Funny Car Chaos, Nitro Chaos, and yes, indeed, Fuel Altered Chaos, all going to be live streamed in 2025 because we love our fans. We are happy to bring you the racing action. So the first couple of pair of drivers have been instructed to get in, strap in. Track preparations have come to a conclusion. We are just about ready to go racing with the second round of qualifying here under the lights, those new lights at Byron Dragway. Man, this place is such a cool racetrack. Many of our racers have never, ever been here before. I've never been here before. This is one of those places that you come to and go, man, I've been missing out by not being at Byron Dragway. So those of you that live around here and get a chance to come experience drag racing at Byron Dragway, gotta tell you, a little bit of envious of the opportunity that you get. And of course, the staff here definitely has a lot of experience doing great things, bringing great shows. And as the years go by, they will continue to add to the list of incredible events that they put on here at Byron Dragway. And of course, the first time there's been a Funny Car Chaos event, one of those times you kind of get a little excited is when you hear in the off season, hey, Byron Dragway called and they want a Funny Car Chaos, and we're going to go. So that was some big news that we got in the off season, and happy to come and join the community here in Northwest Illinois, and we're experiencing a lot of fun. I hope you are too. And if you think tonight was fun, you just wait until tomorrow. It'll be even more fun. Of course, in Funny Car Chaos, Chris and Tara Graves started off with a simple philosophy, not a lot of rules. You can run the combination you want to run in your funny car, as long as it's a funny car. And we've seen nitrous boosted funny cars. We've seen turbo funny cars. And of course, we've seen a lot of supercharged fuel injected funny cars running either nitromethane fuel or methanol fuel. But it's you get down the racetrack the way you want to in your funny car. The rules, race procedures have to do with safety. They don't have to do with how many cubic inches you have to have, or if you want to use a centrifugal supercharger, if you want to use a Roots or a screw charger, doesn't matter. That is up to you. But the first rule in Funny Car Chaos is have fun. Because if you didn't come to the racetrack to have fun, we kind of wonder what you're doing here. But if you came to have fun, like we like to have fun at the, that's what Funny Car Chaos is all about. And I know you got a big dose of that already this evening, and you'll continue to experience that fun factor as we bring some of the best action anywhere to Byron Dragway for this inaugural event. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of it. Those of you that in the grandstands, once again, we invite you to bring your friends and come on out for tomorrow. It's going to be spectacular. You've seen some great performances already. Don't be surprised if the number of 3-second, 200-mile-per-hour performances continues to stack up. Don't be surprised if we have 3 very quick fields. We've already got a lot of that going on, as you could hear the supercharged thunder of the Bartlesville, Oklahoma team, the Blue Thunder 1969 Camaro funny car, getting ready to heat the tires on the spectator side. It is Funny Car Friday night, and we are under the lights, and we have got a big block Hemi on the tower side with a Chevy Beretta body. That's our man, Neil Giroux. Neil went down the racetrack first time with a 449. Jordan Ballou, the dry hop king. Watch that car. Got plenty of room here to do those dry hops. So here he goes. If you're an old-time drag racing funny car fan like me, you remember the days of the dry hops. Jordan Ballou, Hall of Fame racer, along with his awesome family, been to all the Funny Car Chaos races since the first one. They are number 14 on your hit parade, and they're bringing their Camaro funny car up for a run down the right side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane. Twist and shout. Neil Giroux, Blue Thunder, Jordan Ballou. They are cooking and booking. Check this out across the finish line. 445 and 454, 155 miles an hour down both sides. You don't see that very often, the identical speed on both sides of the racetrack. So Jordan will stay number 14 with that 435 from his previous run. And Neil will stay number 16 with the 449 from their previous run. So consistent performance, part of the name of the game. Rule 1, or if you want to get into the winner's circle, you got to go A to B, which means you got to get the car down the racetrack without having to pedal, without having something break. And so you are seeing the consistent performances. And once again, that is a testament to the quality of track prep that is done by the staff here at your Byron Dragway. Love it when the race fans are showing some love to those teams that put the big numbers on the board and show up at your racetrack to give you a great show. And we have the chase vehicles on the way down the racetrack. One of the things is a lot of racetracks don't have this much room. So we get the opportunity here at Byron, since this track was built for four-wide racing back in the mid-'60s. There's a lot of room out there on the racetrack, so we can send the tow vehicles down that outside of the groove, and they can go pick up their cars there. It gives you a chance to wave and applaud and whoop it up, give them some love as they give some of it back to you on their way down to pick up their drivers from their runs. So once again, neither team gets a quicker, faster performance, but they are feeling good about their chances. Both of them go A to B on both runs down the racetrack. Jordan Ballou, number 6 in your Alky Digger B field for the moment with the 435. And Neil Giroux, number 16. That's number 8 in your Alky Digger B field for the moment, the best run of 499. Once we get the all clear from the top end, which it sounds like we have, we will fire up the next pair and bring them to the starting line. Gonna be Hot Ron Herbie. Many-time event champion and always a fan favorite, doing those burnouts from here to way down yonder, as they like to say in Texas and probably Nebraska too, if they've been hanging around with Hot Rod Herbie for any length of time. He uses supercharged big block Chevy power in that Executioner Corvette. His first run down the racetrack netted a 436. That puts him number 15 on the qualifying list. Oh, thank you. And on the spectator side of the racetrack, Chris Schneider and the Brutus Mach 1. They put a 419 on the board as they're feeling pretty good about their chances for the rest of the season. as the first half didn't go exactly to their liking, but the 2 months off, they have done some work, and they seem to have found something that's working for that Mach 1 out of the Show Me State. So Nebraska on the Tower side, Missouri on the spectator side, number 10 qualifier, the Brutus, number 15 qualifier, the Executioner. Little pedaling towards the finish line, and we got a 4:16 as knocking 300s off their previous best time. Chris Snyder and the Brutus team, a 4:16. They don't change anywhere where they are on the qualifying list. They're still number 2 in the Alky Digger B field. And the 4:36 from the previous run for the Executioner is going to keep Hot Rod Herbie right where he was. He was off the throttle just a little bit early as he goes 5:06 in the Corvette, 95.6 miles an hour. Had to let out of the throttle a little past the half-track point, so he was coasting across the finish line, but he gets the points, which is an important part of the reason that you come back in the second round. 5 points for every qualifying run you make, and when it comes down to the end of the season, and we have the situation where we've got 1, 2, 3, 10 points separating number 1 from number 8, that's when those qualifying points add up. There they go. The Brutus team always doing a great job of representing themselves and Funny Car Chaos. And Justin Craig, the man, the gladiator, he is always bringing the excitement with waving the sword and whooping up the fans. Well, I'm not sure why they stopped on the racetrack. I hope somebody didn't fall out. Tonight's racing brought to you in part by our good friend Rich Moline at R&M Race Trailer, the official race trailer of the Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour, located in Cushing, Oklahoma. They can be reached at 918-225-7223. Be sure and tell him the Chaos sent you when you're looking for your upgrade to your racing trailer. The number 13 qualifier, when it's all said and done tomorrow afternoon, will receive a $100 cash bonus from our good friends at the Nitro Club. Shaggy and Veronica, they're down in Eddyville for the World Fuel Ultra Nationals this weekend as they find themselves in high demand, but they did make sure that Funny Car Chaos was taken care of as they sent that $100 bill and the sticker for the lucky 13 qualifier. So we talked about those stories. Now, the first round of qualifying was some of the story for these two teams. A couple of racing teams that know how to get down the racetrack in a hurry. And they are looking for some redemption here in this second round of qualifying. Casey Giesland from Senatobia, Mississippi, is driving that 1969 Chevrolet Camaro funny car on the tower side of the racetrack. They run partly for Don's Speed Shop down in Mississippi, and they're going to be in the Don's Auto Parts lane. Their best run so far has them positioned number 4 in the Alky Digger B field with a 423 at 180 miles an hour. Now, that's quite a run considering how much Casey had to pedal that car. Now, Jim Chase, that is generally a 3-second performing car, but he had to pedal the car in the first round, and he finds himself number 22 on the qualifying list. And once again, the Wicked Quick is showing out, and not in a good way, but look at this. 418, 180 miles an hour. That's 2 times down the racetrack at 180 miles an hour. And the Gambler moves up one to the number 3 spot in your Alky Digger B field. Yeah, feeling good about our team out of Mississippi as they are looking forward to seeing that car go down the racetrack, make consistent laps. And they got two on the board, and they are right now number 11. So that makes them number 3 in the Alky Digger B field. Unfortunately for the Wicked Quick car, the car spins the tires again right after the hit. And so they find themselves still in the number 22 spot. Their best run, 572, 143 miles an hour. So they got one shot left tomorrow afternoon. And if I know anything about Jim Chase and his veteran crew, they will have that car ready and it will put up a big number. Just kind of so they can say, told you. They'll give me the chance to say, told you so tomorrow afternoon. How about it, race fans? I know that's some happy people in that little bitty red Chevy. That color, by the way, is called Ronnie Red. As you can tell, everything they run is that Ronnie Red color. So they are feeling pretty good. Number 3 in the Alky Digger B field for the moment. They head down to pick up Casey in the shutdown area. Once we get the all clear, it's going to be time to continue with this second round of Funny Car qualifying here on Friday night under the lights. Funny Car Friday coming your way. Twisted Shifterz and 360 Steel up in Fulton, Illinois, or I say down in Fulton, Illinois. Got to remember where I'm sitting. Darren Foster and his amazing team, they will create custom shift knobs for your large car. Some of you guys know what a large car is. If you're one of those folks that likes to travel the interstates and every once in a while you look in your rear view mirror and you can see all this light show coming your way, those custom 18-wheelers, you know what I'm talking about. They got all the light show. They got lights underneath. They got lots of lights all over the trailer and the tractor. I guarantee if you're able to get a glimpse inside the cockpit that there won't be some stock shift knob there. There'll be something amazing created by the good folks at Twisted Shifterz in Fulton, Illinois. If they haven't already figured out how to make one, you tell them what they want and they will custom design it just for you. Be sure and tell them Funny Car Chaos sent you, as they are big time supporters of all things chaos. Let them know how much you appreciate that ongoing continued support. It's Twisted Shifterz with a Z at the end. TwistedShifters.com. Custom shift knobs for your application, whatever that might be. Two of the racers that came off the trailer in that first qualifying round and put up 3.7 second performances at over 200 miles an hour. On the spectator side of the racetrack in the Autoland lane, that was the first guy to go 3.76 seconds. Keith Zimmerer. He runs Willpower in that Mustang Funny Car. I'm talking about Will Hanna horsepower. They are qualified number 5 with a 376.201. They had no more than got out of the shutdown area. Then Robbie Massey brings that Carl Chevrolet Special, one of the 3 Iowa cars that are in the 3.7 second zone at over 201 miles an hour. They sit number 3 at the moment, as their previous run in that beautiful Camaro is the 373 at 202 miles an hour. So 2 cars, 2 of the several cars that come in swinging for the fences and looking to leave home with one of those Alan Meyer custom creations to signify that they are a Funny Car Chaos winner. Now, both of these racers have got some of those trophies, but the only thing better than 1 or 2 trophies is another one. Keith Zimmer on the spectator side has got the car racetrack. Look at this, 368, 205.19 miles an hour. I told you they were running willpower. That Will Hanna horsepower answers the call, and we have 2 cars under 370 as the penny pincher out of Texas goes top speed, 205. And second best laps time with a beautiful 368 down that right side lane. Robbie Massey picks up the performance, goes 371 from the 373 in the previous go. Off the throttle, actually, with 180 mile per hour top speed, terminal velocity on that tower side of the racetrack. But Zim goes from number 5 to number 2 and pushes Massey from number 3 to number 4. So I was alluding to the idea earlier that we might see some quicker, faster performances, and ta-da, there you go. So we are seeing it happen on the racetrack. So if you were wondering if there was any reason to stay and see if they might see something, well, I think your answer is a resounding yes, as we are continuing to see those amazing performances. How about the incrementals on that pair? On the tower side, Massey had a 928 to 60 feet. Zim over on the right side, a 938. At the half-track point, both of them in the 2.4 zone, 245 left side, 248 right side. And then on the back half of that run, a 1.2 for run, as you can see by the speed, 205 miles an hour. So you can tell also that the car on the tower side was holding a little something back, maybe on purpose and maybe not, but 180 miles an hour across the finish line, 3.71 seconds. What a way to go. Number 2, Zim. Number 4, Massey. And the next pair coming to life. About a little bedrock bruiser, Jamison Griffin. Jamison Griffin. That's the team with all that Fred Flintstone gear. They line up on the spectator side of the racetrack this time. Their first run was a 519 at 131 miles an hour in that first generation Camaro-bodied funny car with a big block bow tie power underneath the Camaro body. On the tower side of the racetrack, number 13 on your hit parade, that is the 200th racer in the history of Funny Car Chaos competition. Dana Kleinhofer and their family bring that trimmer to us. Second generation Firebird body. An awful lot of great race cars using that F body and that second generation Firebird body. One of the cars that you, or at least I think about frequently, is Dale Pulvey's War Eagle. Because it was one of those, first one anyway, was one of those second generation F bodies. So Kleinhofer's car jumped the beams, left before the tree activated, so no time recorded. So their 434, which was a great run, by the way, from the first round, is the one they will stick with. Now, over on the spectator side of the racetrack, they ran a 519 the first time down the racetrack. They knocked 500s off. As they go 514 that time, they stay number 21. But anytime you can get some performance improvements, you're feeling pretty good about chances going into race day on Saturday. So again, performance improvement so far has been the order of this second round of qualifying. We kind of expected to see that, and we're getting a chance to witness that happening. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it shakes out when this is all said and done, because I know that we have got some cars that are yet to go down the racetrack that are hoping to visit that 3-second zone, and some of them in the 5-second zone, hoping to visit the 4-second zone. We have got great side-by-side funny car action as the second round of qualifying continues under the lights on Funny Car Friday night at Byron Dragway, our Summer Thunder event being live streamed around the globe. And we are at the WBST FM 87.9 on your dial. Byron Summer Thunder.
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Laris even pays racers contingencies at the fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
Funny cars, funny cars, funny cars. It's the 60th annual Ozark Crane Labor Day Weekend Classic featuring Funny Car Chaos, presented by Fleet Fuels. Friday night and Saturday, August 29th and 30th. See dozens of ground-pounding flip-top floppers from across the country, plus those gear-slamming Dirty South gassers and more. Every ticket is a bit pass, and kids 12 and under get in free.
Visit MocanDragway.com for more information.
2 days of high-octane family fun at Smokin' Mocan. We'll see you at the drags.
What can 360 Steel do for you? We make custom steel products made right here in Illinois. Fire pits of all kinds, knockdown styles to take along anywhere. Hold your drinks high with our drink stands while pouring horseshoes or bags. We have a complete line of military to firefighter signs, flags, hats, stickers, and more, along with many styles of decor. Welcome signs and custom clocks to a number of different monograms and signs. Personalized, custom options for your perfect sign. Bare steel or powder coated to last indoors and outdoors. 360steel.com. Spell it out. 360steel.com.
There are innovators, and there are duplicators. Your engine knows the difference. Comp Cam's camshafts are always original designs. From precision engineering to premier manufacturing and unrivaled testing again and again by the most advanced engineering team and equipment in the industry. Buy the original, not an imitation. Copies might look the part, but horsepower doesn't lie. Comp Cams. No comparison.
Race fans, get ready. The inaugural Fuel Alter Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Ground-pounding fuel altered from across the country go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more. See Bonisha's Backup Girl, Header Flame, and run what you brung drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there!
Founded in 1968, Grand Prix Auto Sports Center has been serving the greater Tulsa area and nationwide for over 56 years. Over 3.5 million part numbers available to you in stock from all the leading high-performance manufacturers. We've got parts, we've got nitrous and fuel, we've got what you need to go fast in many forms of motorsports. Swing by the shop, give us a call, or browse our catalog online at GrandPrixAuto.com.
Race fans, if you are familiar with funny car racing, you know the difference between a clutch car and a converter car. What you're going to experience right now is we've got two clutch cars. And how do you tell? Well, here's how you tell. The easiest way you tell is after they complete their burnouts and they bring their cars up and they tickle the first infrared. That means they're in what's called pre-stage position. They're just a few inches from being ready to launch. When that happens, you hear the RPMs go up to about 6,000, 6,500 RPM, and then the drivers hold on to the brake handle and let out the clutch just a little bit because it's a clutch car. It's not something done with a torque converter. They actually let out the clutch when it's time to go. So both of these cars will be bringing those revs up. It's going to get loud at the starting line, like real loud, before they even leave. So here they go. They bring the RPMs up on the Heavies. Tree flashes ever. They dump the clutch. Bob Alberti and Kirk Williams down the racetrack. Check it out. 380 at 184 tower side. 389 at 85.64 miles an hour. So Kirk Williams is going to keep the 377 from the first time down the racetrack, but Bob Alberti joins that 3-second club as he goes with a really radical 389, dude. It's the 80s, baby. 389, 185.6 miles an hour. Bob Alberti will go into the number 8 spot as he'll bump Luke Furr out of that 8 spot. Luke had a 4 flat, and that's where he was sitting. But Bob Alberti Jr., the Thundering Okie, gets her done and puts a 9.6 360 foot on the board, 258 to half track, and 389, 185.6. Not bad. They're going to be feeling pretty decent about that for the Thundering Okie. And on the tower side, that team from Glenwood, Iowa, 2022 champion, the Williams brothers, delivering some of that consistency as they went 377 the first time down the racetrack and 380 the second time. So talking with Chris and Kirk last night, they changed the clutch. They put a whole new clutch system into the 200 proof Monte Carlo that you just saw go down that left side lane. So they are hoping that will take care of some of the challenges that they've experienced with that brand new for 2025 car, because the Firebird funny car that they recently sold, because they built this brand new car, that car was one of those cars that could run 370 down a dirt road just about. And so they are finding some differences in the weight of the body. The weight of the body, they told me, was exactly the same as the Firebird, but it's heavier in the front. So they got more weight on the front of the race car than the Firebird body had. And so they continue to adjust their setup and their tune-up, but they put a 377 and a 380 on the board. So they are in good shape. They might not be in quite as good a shape as they would prefer to be, as they would love to repeat that 2022 championship that they won when they practically ran the table. Thundering Okie. 018 reaction time, 200 proof, 020 reaction time. They were tuned in to the Christmas tree. They were ready to go at the flash of amber. Top end is clear, so we are good to go with another pair of funny cars, and they will bring them to life back behind the water box. It is second round funny car qualifying on a beautiful Friday night at Byron Dragway. So glad you are here. We are ready to see just a little more funny car action here on Friday night. Driven Racing Oils, the official oil and lubricant of the Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour. They are also the employer all kinds of super cool tricks put together by Ricky Neal and his son Michael. It's got backup lights. It's got metal flake in the paint, and it's all paint, no wrap there. They've got some of the legendary sponsors of the sport from the Memphis, Tennessee area, like Coleman Taylor Transmissions. Keith, we're glad to have you represented in all of the Funny Car Chaos events. Comp Cam, same deal. Luke Furr has got his machine, the Ferocious, went down the racetrack in 4 seconds flat. He's been bumped back to number 1 in the Alky Digger B field right now. And he is like he's shot out of a cannon. He's on the way down that right side lane, leaves before the tree activates, so does not record a time. And that is going to be a 464 down that left side lane. So once again, consistency, the name of the game, going A to B, doing it consistently. And the Burn and Love team, old Pelvis Possum, is dancing the same both times down the racetrack. 463, it keeps him number 9. I'm sorry, keeps him number 18, which is number 2 in your Wulff Pump C field. Luke First stays number 1 in the Alky Digger B field because he did not record a time on that run. It was a quick, fast run. Might have been quicker than the 4 flat from the previous run because that car was scooting on down that right side of the racetrack, but it did not record a time because he left before the tree activated. So we get the word from the top end of the racetrack that both cars have made the turnout and they are clear in the shutdown area. We're making sure everything is just right on the starting line. You see the mop action going out there with the staff here at Byron Dragway, making sure that both lanes are just as perfect as they can make them. And you can look at the laps times and the mile per hour readings for these funny cars and see that they are doing one more incredibly good job out there, keeping it just right as the quick times, the fast speeds coming up just about every time a pair of racetrack. Now we've got the Nitro match race coming up after funny cars. Brian and Owe and the Frantic Fueler AA fuel dragster, that slingshot machine, is going to be taking on the Nitro Bandito, Ryan Hill at Hill Family Racing. Speaking of which, we got 2 Hill families in the world of chaos, and today is David Hill's birthday. So out there in the Rocky Mountain area, out in Colorado, David Hill, if you're tuned in, happy birthday, brother. We can't wait to see you and some of that Colorado delegation anytime we get a chance. Also, happy birthday, CJ Winland. So when you look at the list of people that you expect to go quicker and faster, One of the first names that jumps out at you is Ray Drew. You look at that white and blue Mustang, the Cobra, on the tower side of the racetrack. That is Ray Drew. He's known far and wide for quick, fast performances. He just underperformed on his first time down the racetrack as he had to pedal the car. So a couple of different hot rod Mustangs getting ready to go down the racetrack. Number one qualifier, the Drastic Plastic, Dave Hirata. He went 365 at 204 miles an hour. Now here's the thing. Number two qualifier, Keith Zimmer, went 205 miles an hour. Got to tell you, that don't sit right with Tom Moultrie. So don't be surprised if you see 210 miles an hour from the car on the right side. It might not happen, but don't be surprised. And number 19 on the qualifying list, Ray Drew looks at that and says, say what? So talk about a car that you can anticipate performance improvement. That's going to be that white Mustang on the tower side of the racetrack from Wisconsin, Ray Drew. Let's take a ride on the quick side, shall we? Both of these drivers and their teams in the ready position. There they go. Candles lit halfway down the racetrack anyway, and Ray Drew, 412, knocked 0.6 off his previous best run at 167 miles an hour. That will move him up to number 3 in the Alky Digger B field in the Cobra Mustang. And Dave Hirata going to stay number 1, 365, as it's not hard to tell when the driver of a nitro car at night gets off the throttle. You can see the candles lit as those zoomies send the flames up over the roof of the Drastic Plastic. But when he got down there to a point just past the half-track point, looked like about 370 feet, he had to get off of the throttle, and he coasts it through to a 411 at 129.7 miles an hour. Now you get an indication of how quickly he was going. The 60-foot time on that one was 9:31, and the half-track 2:45. On the tower side, Ray Drew with a 9:92 with that clutch car, 2.67 seconds to half-track, and off the throttle just a little early with a 4:12 at 167 miles an hour in the Cobra. So we continued to do a little shuffling, and number 8 is 389. That is the Thundering Okie. Number 16 is 436. That should be Hot Rod Herbie. It is. And 573 rounds everything out. And that would be Wicked Quick. So most everybody coming out going quicker, faster, or both. Some cars making sure that they have got their car set up right for the opposite lane. So one of the race procedures that we have is that you can't go down the same lane every time in qualifying. You got to switch lanes at least once, which for most people, that means they're going to be running one lane twice and the other lane once. Doesn't, just depends on whether that's right lane or left lane. But we are making our way through this second round of qualification. The last time we will qualify tonight. You're going to get a chance to see all this again tomorrow. Third and final qualifying round, 1 o'clock p.m. That's going to be something to see. Now, conditions will be different. So some of these racers have left themselves running for qualifying position in what might be the heat tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Definitely under sunny skies. And we should be bringing that action to you 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the third and final qualifying round. After that, we'll set the fields. See who's racing whom in the first round of eliminations. 3 different fields. So nobody goes home. Everybody qualifies. So if you expect to come back tomorrow and see less cars, that's not how it'll be. Everybody's coming back tomorrow. That's part of the magic. Part of what makes it fun is you get to see more cars going down the racetrack. And you see three times the victory circle celebrations. Steve Tomosic from Michigan, the Detroit Tiger. I always think Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels whenever I see this car. Devil with a blue dress on, you know. That's the 1977 Chevrolet Monza on the tower side of the racetrack. Presently, they sit number 10 on the qualifying list with a 412 from their first time down the racetrack. You look at the speed, 141 miles an hour. That tells you what? Well, I'll tell you what that tells you. He was off the throttle at the finish line. So could they go quicker? They might not want to go a whole lot quicker, but they might want to go 399 because there's 8 points that goes to qualifying number 1 in the Alky Digger B field, and that's what it would take. 2024 champion in Funny Car Chaos, Fast Lane Shane Lawson turns on that second bulb in the Man of War Mustang as we are just about ready to go. Down that right side to a 373 at 201.6 miles an hour. That is 200s off of their previous performance. So Fast Lane Shane will stay number 3 on the qualifying list with a 371 at 203 from the previous run. And the 404, I told you, that Detroit Tiger might just step it up a bit, and they go from 412 to 404. Now, they went quicker, but not quicker enough, so that 404 keeps them number 10, which is number 2 in the Alky Digger B field right at the moment. So you could tell that they stepped it up. They went down the racetrack a little quicker, quite a bit faster, but both teams stay in the same position they were in on the before that qualifying run was made. 945 to 60 feet for the Man of War Mustang, 988 to 60 feet for the Detroit Tiger. Scooting on down that racetrack and putting up those big numbers, they got to feel good about their chances going into tomorrow. Both of those teams intent on becoming Funny Car Chaos champions in 2025. Shane Lawson did it in 2024. He maintains his points lead so far in the season. And they are showing no signs of weakness. Of course, the competition in 2025 has been on another level. We've had 12 different winners, 12 different final rounds, and 12 different winners. So nobody has won twice. Could we see that change this weekend? Well, I don't know. I would almost bet. Hey, we have got more action coming your way, as I think we've got the Nitro cars coming up, the AA Fuel Dragster and the AA Fuel Filtered. Big time show for you here at Summer Thunder at Byron Dragway. All right, I see the race crews saying, light them up. Is this going to be Nitro, or are we still in Funny Car? Okay. Here we go. I don't know how many of you name your car. I know a lot of us do. I drive a Yukon. His name is Cornelius. This funny car, his name is Linda. Name on the side is Grumpy too, but the pet name for Brian Lewis and his team, they call this car Linda. Linda's quick. Linda's fast. Linda might be a little temperamental, but Linda has found her way to the winner's circle already in 2025 in the inaugural season for Brian Lewis and his team from Oklahoma. The racing family Lewis definitely knows how to get it done. Brian Lewis previously would run a pro mob, so he is no stranger to supercharged drag racing. He brings this Spitzer chassis Mustang up to the starting line for a quick trip down the Don's Auto Parts lane. Hayer qualified number 5 at the moment. 373 with a 9 at 203.3 miles an hour on their first run down the racetrack. He's in the pre-stage, just about ready to go. Tail light flashing. He's got a converter car, so he will, as soon as he is ready, he will bring that car into the stage. I guess he knows it's a single. I guess maybe he didn't. Rocking and rolling down that left side lane. Another 3.6 second elapsed time. 369 with a 9 and 204.3 miles an hour. Oh, Linda's feeling good tonight. 369, 204. And the Grumpy 2 team are they're going to be doing a little celebrating tonight. Of course, it won't be any premature celebrations because tomorrow is when it counts. But old Linda feeling great tonight as the Grumpy car goes 369 at 204. That's good for number 3 on the qualifying list. So we've now got 3 cars under 370. Last car, funny car, Q2, left lane, single. 10-4. That should be a lot. One more funny car ready to go down the racetrack, and we will call it good for funny car qualifying. But don't you dare go anywhere, because you are not going to want to miss the Nitro match race. Ryan Hill is going to be bringing his Pop Mosfina Nitro Bandito up to take on the Frantic Fueler. But we have got one more funny car to go. It is a beautiful car. If there's ever been a beautiful car, check this one out. Justin Malott has got one of the best looking cars in captivity. The Must Be Nice 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. For 2025, he made a couple of significant changes. He went from big block Chevy power to big block Hemi power. And to help him with the transition, he brought on 3-time Funny Car Chaos champion Ken Singleton of High Risk Performance to help him get that combination sorted out. So far, they've got one win in 2025, which puts them in elite company. They are looking to see what this 57 Chevy is going to do under the track conditions and weather conditions in Northwest Illinois, as they didn't have to drive 1,000 miles to race in this Funny Car Chaos event. Justin Malott, a contractor. He does great work. You can see that reflected in the quality of this funny car. Whoa, that one didn't sound too good. So they will stay number 10. Or, I'm sorry, number 18, as they went 452 the first time down the racetrack. But Justin with a veteran move right there. When something goes wrong with the car, as soon as you can safely do so, you want to get the car out of the groove in case there's fluid leaking out of the car. That way you keep it out of the groove, and you can minimize downtime for the track staff, for the fans, and for the racers that are strapped in right behind you. Because especially in August, if you're strapped in a race car and you're in a helmet and a fire suit, it gets a little warm in there. So good move there by Justin Malott. something goes away on the car. Sound like the drive might have had a drivetrain failure there. And as soon as it was safe for him to do so, he moves the car over to the left side of the racetrack out of the groove. And the race crew and the car crew will surround that car, check everything out, make sure they are good to go, and they will be taking it off the racetrack one way or the other. They may tow it off the top end, or they may just push it back this way since it's a shorter trip back to the pit area. But an unfortunate break right there for Justin Malott. 0.56 reaction time and a 2:34 to the 60-foot as the driveline failure was almost instantaneous. So he'll get the qualifying points for taking the tree, but obviously no improvement in their performance. They remain number 18, which is number 2 in your Wulff Pump C field with that 4:52 from the first round.
Funny Car Chaos presents the Battle on the Bayou at State Capitol Raceway in Baton Rouge. Presented by Laris Motorsports Insurance. Friday and Saturday, October 24th and 25th. Ground-pounding outlaw funny cars take the stage Friday night at 8 and Saturday at 5 and 8. Plus, meet special guests. TV's favorite 405 Outlaws, Farm Truck and Asian both days. Kids 12 and under are free, and every ticket is a pit pass. We got funny cars. We got farm trucks. We got 2 full days of drag racing. October 24th and 25th. It's high-octane family fun at State Capitol Raceway. Be there.
Driven Racing Oil's GP1 Nitro 70. Trusted by top engine builders, winning racers, and devoted horsepower enthusiasts across the world. Driven takes legendary base oils, such as the ones from Brantford, Pennsylvania, which comprise our GP1 line. Then, we boost that superior base oil with state-of-the-art additive packages. Driven's GP1 Nitro 70 not only provides anti-wear protection, but can shield cylinders from washout and fuel dilution caused by methanol or nitro-based fuels. Learn more about Driven Racing Oil by following us on Facebook or Instagram at Driven Racing Oil, or shop now at drivenracingoil.com.
McKinney Motorsports is your #1 source for all your chassis needs. McKinney Motorsports is the leading chassis parts supplier and fabricator in nitro drag racing. From custom tanks and fittings, full chassis builds, body mounts, steering components, fasteners, tabs, clamps, composite parts, and much more. Our household name in the racing world guarantees added performance on the track. Join our list of proven winners that spans over 50 years of racing experience.
Quick, and it is amazing the performances that they have. So we have got the long-awaited debut of Ryan Hill in the Nitro Bandito. AA fuel altered. They've had it in the house for a while. And of course, if you're familiar with Nitro Chaos and you've been seeing the Mad Max Mustang, Ryan's dad, Dave Hill, drives that machine. They have now got this second car making its debut here at Byron Dragway. Ryan getting a chance once again to sit behind the butterflies. And this time he's in his own car. And on the tower side, it looks like it's going to be the frantic fueler. Brian and Owe's got to win a Nitro Chaos competition as Dave Donheimer's AA fuel dragster, the frantic fueler. One more bad to the bone beast. I sure hope that don't happen. All right, so we get the word of the need for a little bit of attention to the track. And so we will stand down here momentarily while the track staff goes out there to take care of whatever it might be. But you want to hang around for this if there's any way you can. This pair of Nitro cars getting ready to fire up and square off.
Tucson Dragway, fuel altereds, there's a history right here at this facility of those two being paired together. So when there was an opportunity for something such as fuel altered chaos, why did you jump on it?
Well, number one, I've watched Chris and his wife at a few different events, and I've seen their banquet they put on, and I was very impressed at how professional that they are putting everything together like they do. And it just seemed like a really good fit. I've been watching them grow their brand, and they put on amazing races. They've got fantastic cars that show up, as well as the spectator support has been unbelievable. So, and they, as they're growing their brand, we need more on the West Coast. And like you said, Tucson Dragway has always been big about the fuel altered nationals. So this is our way of bringing it back to Tucson.
What do you envision? It comes around November and people are rolling into this place along with fuel altereds. What do you hope to see, Mr. Hughes?
I think what we're going to see for the inaugural race, we're going to see a lot of enthusiasm. We've got already over 30 pre-entered fuel altered cars, which is crazy. They're coming from all over the country. And I think this is going to turn into a destination race. You can pretty much rely on what the weather's going to be like. The weather's going to be good, a little chilly at night in November, which you're going to see a lot of flames out of with the nitro cars. And I think that the vibe, what we do here is we put on a party, and usually a drag race breaks out. So I think when people show up, they're gonna be amazed at what we've done to the facility itself, and the racers will really enjoy the track and the atmosphere.
You mentioned Tucson's kind of this hidden gem in Arizona overall, and I would say you've got a hidden.
People, so are you ready for some excitement? We have had a lot of it, and you're getting ready for a lot more. Oh, yeah. Nitro Hemis on both sides of that center stripe. Ryan Hill has got the AA fuel altered. The big wing on the back of that to apply the downforce and hopefully make up for some of that awful handling that AA fuel altereds are known for. Not sure, but I think if John Umloff and the family out of Rolla, Missouri are tuned in on the live stream, first of all, if you are, welcome. Are you getting a tear in your eye? Mark White, if you're watching, you might be feeling the same way. But I gotta tell you, one of the most awesome AA fuel dragsters in captivity in 2025 is on the tower side of the racetrack in the Don's Auto Parts lane. Brian Inoue calls Cincinnati, Ohio home. He knows how to get a car down the racetrack in a hurry, and the tune-up of the Frantic Fueler always on point. And we're ready. Whoa, Ryan Hill has got his hands full. He starts on the right side, finishes on the left side, but on the tower side of the racetrack, no problem. Check out the Frantic Fueler. They take the first lap, 375, 209.39 miles an hour. It's quick, it's fast. It's a AA fuel dragster, for Pete's sake. What a run, a 960 foot. It was a 930 60 foot for the Nitro Bandito. But after that, it got kind of crazy for Ryan Hill. And so he winds up coming across the center stripe as he does a great job keeping the shiny side up and the dirty side down, and does manage to finish on his side of the center stripe after coming back. So score one for the Frantic Fueler. A 375 at 209.39 miles an hour. Beautiful run right there and a great way to close things out. So race fans, if you're watching on the live stream, we appreciate you joining us for a spectacular day at Byron Dragway. We're going to shut down the live stream, and we invite you to come back tomorrow for all of the racing on the Funny Car Chaos YouTube channel. As always, be kind, be well, be awesome. For those of you still here at the racetrack, I think that may be it for the day, but what a way to finish to see a AA fuel dragster go 375 at 209 miles an hour. So hang around. You don't have to leave if you don't want to. You can stay around and meet the teams. I know they're not going anywhere.
Race fans, get ready. The inaugural Fuel Altered Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th.
Round-pounding fuel altered from across the country. Go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more.
See Lunatia's Backup Girl.
Header Flame and run what you brung. Drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there.